Hi, good morning. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Bill.
And we're your 2023 Pledge Campaign co-chairs, and it's really nice to see everybody this morning. I think it's been a while since I've seen this many people in the building, and I know there's a lot online as well, so that's awesome. We're here to talk to you guys about the 2023 Pledge Campaign, whose theme is bold in asking, joyful in sharing. The bottom line is to be bold, and when you all see me, I want you to think of the really annoying widow, because when you see me, I want you to think about that you need to make a 2023 pledge to St. Bart's to make sure that we can keep extending our radical welcome in 2023 and beyond. And so what do we mean when we talk about pledging? Historically, St. Bart's is a very generous congregation. Otherwise, we frankly wouldn't be able to be here in a building with these kinds of needs, with the amazing staff and clergy and choir we all have. When we say man cannot live on bread alone, that implies that we also need bread and God in order to live in our human bodies and exist here and come in community together. So why pledge as opposed to historically we have a really high participation of more ad hoc giving? Pledging is the idea where you can come in, set an intention, and decide, okay, in 2023, I'd really like to be able to contribute X dollars, whatever it is, after your own consideration of your own personal financial circumstances. And make that declaration, set that intention, and let St. Bart's know in this season as we prepare for 2023. And the reason why we want to do that is because setting your intention ahead of time really helps the church plan and prepare and budget. An analogy I used at the 9 a.m. that I was thinking about is we're very familiar at this point with sort of the gig economy and freelancing and what that means to one's personal finances as opposed to getting a steady paycheck every 1 week or 2 weeks, right? There's a very different situation from being a freelancer who's working on net 90, hopefully not, but hoping that your check comes in and trying to make a plan versus knowing that every week your paycheck will come, your taxes will be deducted, and you can move forward with that. St. Bart's, in a lot of ways, is just like us, right? It is really helpful to know ahead of time what this church can bank on and ensure that it can keep extending its radical welcome in 2023 and beyond. So with that, and I'll speak to a second part of the joyful in sharing, right? We're bold in asking because we are being very clear. I am the annoying widow. When you see me, remember to go make your pledge if you didn't do it already, right? And I'm just going to keep popping up, and then that's like the Pavlov, the bell we're trying to set here, right? But also the flip side is joyful in sharing. As we heard in the sermon, we ask for you to share because it is a joy to share with other people. It is a joy to get to come in here with everybody on Sundays, but also it's a joy to break bread with each other. In my head, I think of the Jesus fish picnic as like an ultimate experience, right? Jesus turns water into wine. It's not so he can drink alone. It's so that we can all come together in congregation and love one another. And so we see that love in a lot of ways at St. Bart's, and the radical welcome is a phrase we hear over and over again because we know it's true, and that's why we come here as opposed to the 100+ other Episcopal parishes in New York City alone. So with that, I will leave it to Bill.
So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for bearing with us today. I can't thank the lectionary personally because, that was devised a little before our time, but the perseverance and persistence factors of our readings today, if you haven't gotten the impression, we're going to be around. If anyone has any questions or needs a pledge packet, they went out last week. You should have received them in the mail. A lot of work went into this with a lot of collaboration between Carrie, myself, the development team, Jema, Peter, the whole clergy team. There were a number of things in it. We gave a pledge card, of course, with a return envelope. We gave a brochure of information. We gave you a gift, a beautiful bookmark that you can use forever. I have a number of bookmarks from previous pledge campaigns at different churches, so here's one for you. And then I think what's really important is bold in asking, joyful in sharing came to us as we were planning from a prayer. And if you'll bear with us for a moment, Carrie and I would like to say a prayer with you all. God in heaven, in your goodness you pour out upon your people all that they need, and satisfy those who persist in prayer. Make us bold in asking, thankful in receiving, tireless in seeking, and joyful in finding, that we may always proclaim your coming kingdom and do your will on earth as it is in heaven. Amen. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.